Hi guys, welcome to TCM and back to our Taking Better Trade series. This time as the markets are moving lower and we are after 2 p.m. already, the numbers are kind of, not very impressive. The Nasdaq is down 0.45, S&P down 0.22, and the Dow Jones is at the flat level. Now if you look at our trading candidates, you'll see that the list is very small compared to previous days when the market was positive, and the reason for that is that there aren't that many stocks that are positive today, trade more than 5 million shares, the price is over 15, and the intraday range is above 5%. So those are the prerequisites. You see the list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, we want more than 5%. So let's cut down to the chase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 stocks. ASTS is already under 5% in terms of price change. Okay, let's get now. We talked already in some other videos about Kroger. That stock reported earnings. I want to talk today about one stock which is relatively easy to trade. The volumes are amazing. Today it's trading 24 million shares. The range is perfect, 8.3, so above 5%. It's 6% in the money, so not a big deal. It's not like 40% or whatever. So it's a normal stock on a stronger or better than average trading day. The reason for that is probably, I'm guessing because I couldn't find anything on Yahoo Finance yet, I guess it's the explosion in the competitor, the company that is owned by Elon Musk. So this is a competitor in the space launch and any other business related to space exploration. Again, you want to read about it, you can do it on Yahoo Finance. If I want to sum things up here, what is the business's Rocket Lab is provides launch services and space system design solutions in the United States, Canada, Japan. The company provides launch services, spacecraft design services, and so forth. So, okay, we don't care what the basically it can, as much as we care, it can produce space labs or shoes. We rather it produces AI space labs, but shoes is fine, maybe AI shoes. Anyway, let's look at the chart and make our decision where to buy, how to deal, if to deal. I mean, sometimes the chart is impossible. This is how the chart looks. So let's see what happened here. First of all, the morning session started with a gap up, then a pullback, then a leg up. Let me bring in the right color. Okay, here it is. So it's down, it's down, then it's up, then it's down, then it's sideways, then it's up, and so long and so forth. Okay, so that's the price section. Now again, it's clear that the trend is on the upside, not an amazing trend. Where do we enter the first trade? Maybe there's more than one trade. Now it's clear that it's very tough to figure out the morning session, being that it is very spiky. At one point the stock closes the gap and basically disappears from the screener. You're not going to see a stock that's at 0 or 1% up or down in the screener, basically because the screener is about to look for stocks that are up 40%, 30%, 20%, and those stocks, even if they show, they are at the bottom, so they're not prioritized by us. No reason to look for Rocket Lab, RKLB, which is up now 6.5%, but in the morning session at one point maybe it was up only 2%. So it's on the screener right now. It was obviously way higher. At one point you can see it was $30, came back to $28.80, now over $29. So where's the entry point? Assuming we can ignore the morning session where, first of all, we don't see any entry points other than the breakout, but let's say there was really not necessary to focus on it. Now we see high, and assuming we once it hits 2950 or over 29, it's already in the screener, pulls back to the VWAP. I think the only place in the morning session to look for a trade is this VWAP area. So if you look at this area, anywhere between 2860 to 29, that's where you want to look for an entry. Why? You have the round number, you have a consolidation, not very clean. You have the VWAP below. Now if you look at the VWAP is was situated at 2875. So if you enter at 29, you have the 1% risk on the trade. Another option is to buy close to the VWAP, which is, possible, but I think this one is very tough to figure out real time. Obviously it worked. So let's go with this idea. First idea, entry at 29, use the VWAP here for 25 or 20, let's call it 30 cent stop loss, which is exactly our target. So we want to enter at 29 and place the stop loss at 2870. So this is the stop loss. That's the 1% risk on the trade. And now the stock climbs. It goes from 29 to 30, back up, down. And the question is, how do you manage? Because if you're looking for the big winner, it's not coming. If you're looking for a partial or covering at least some of the position, I would have to say that this is the exit area, exactly 2950. So and I will explain why. We always thrive or wanna look at the stock that's up when we risk 1%, 3 to 5, and sometimes more than that. Now, is it achievable? Yes, we've seen many times that the target of 3% intraday, 5% intraday, I'm not talking about higher numbers. So it's achievable. Now, how do you manage and what needs to happen for the stock, for this stock to move over the highs of the day? So assuming you see 30, you didn't take any profits or log profits, and you didn't cover the 2950, all you did is basically covered the 29 entry. What happens then? The stock is at 30, comes down $1, you exited the entry, and by now at 29 you are out. It goes down 20 cents, and look at this tenacious, nasty move. It goes down as low as 2880, and by the time it comes back to 29, it goes up to 2950, and maybe it's going to close at the highs of the day. So this is, I have to say, not an easy sight. So if you're looking for the big win on this trade, you are unlucky, and you're going to exit the trade, and maybe you're going to take it again. But that's I don't know if this is likely to happen in this case. Obviously, if you didn't enter the first time and you want to enter the second time, then the entry is clear and the stop loss is clear. So you enter at 29 and the stop loss is 2880, so that's 20 cents. It's less than 1%, and now you have to wait for the close. And what you do, like we said in our strategy, when the stock is up more than 1% on a 1% risk, you move the stop loss to the entry, which is a couple of cents under 29, and you wait. And now there is more than an hour and 45 minutes into the close, and this stock can climb to the highs of the day, which is 30.10, and maybe close at 30.50. Worst case scenario right now, it comes back to the entry, and again, you don't make money on this trade as well. So, and there are also all kinds of options in between. Sell half of your position, move the stop loss to 29.50 and lock 50 cents. But you know, we cannot deal with all those scenarios. That's why we decided to deal with two scenarios: move the stop loss to the entry and wait either to 1.5 to 1. So if the risk was 20 cents, you're going to take profits at 30 cents. This is of course way above it by now, so not available. And now by now you are 3 to 1 already, so the risk is 20, you are up 60. That's great. But if you're looking for the big move, you still have an hour and 45 minutes to go. Can it move to the highs of the day? Of course. I mean, why not? Can it move over the highs of the day? Yes, it can. Can it come back to the to the entry? That's a scenario that's available as well. So if you want to analyze this stock, Rocket Lab today, two potential entries, both of them on pullbacks, one to the VWAP, one to the round number. Both entries are 29. The first one was with 30 cents of risk, which is a full 1%. This one is with 20 cents of risk, which is 2/3 of 1%, so way better trade. Okay, so we don't need, if the chart is telling us don't risk 1%, risk 0.5%, why would you risk 1%? No reason. You're going to just move the stop loss to 2/3 of 1%, in this case 20 cents. I hope it was clear. So now, like I said, what's left? Assuming you are in the trade, and assuming you adopt the strategy, being patient, and you're going to take profits at 359 at the close. You do nothing. You put this trade aside, you have the stop loss already at the entry, and you wait until 359. Again, an hour and a half from now, basically. That's not such a tough job. Okay, so that's already 12.5 minutes in this video. I mean, this is unbelievable. I don't think I will be able to squeeze two trade ideas into one video. Again, I'm sorry about this YouTube restriction. Hopefully at one point it's going to go away, and we're going to be able also to broadcast live at least some portion of the trading day. It will be helpful, I'm sure. Thanks for being with us. Please share this video with your friends if you like the concept. Also, we'd love your comments, and we'll see you in our next video. Keep in mind, this series is bound for 30 videos. I'm sure that after watching 30 videos, your ability which are 15 minutes, let's call it an average, 13 minutes each, so 13 times 3 is 39, 390 minutes. That's a lot. Thanks guys again for being here with us, and we'll see you in our next video.